They're in the gate. Not a lot of movement, but a long hold. And they're off. They race away in the Britannia Stakes, very alertly away towards the near side. Was the Lost King, who is right up there together with Wolf of Badenoch. Those are the first two on the near side. Meanwhile, over on the far side, showing very good speed, is Afentico, who's giving a lead to the grey. Sigolazzo, who races in second of the far side group. Also, Shameful is not too far away, and the Fingal Raven racing alongside Hawk's Bill. Meanwhile, towards the near side, it's Wolf of Badenoch who's got the lead over the Lost King, who is racing in second, and then God of War, who's racing very keenly in third position. Arabian Story is next. Then towards the near side is Thunder Wonder. After Thunder Wonder comes Fear Not. Also in that group and working towards the far side is Serengeti, who races alongside the big white blaze of Brave Mission. They're coming down towards halfway, and it's Afentico on the far side who has got the overall lead in the Britannia. The far side group lead by a couple of lengths. So it is Afentico to Sigolazzo, who races in second, and the Fingal Raven is in third, and then being ridden along its fifth column. Hawk's Bill is beginning to come into contention, and so too is Shameful. Meanwhile, on the near side, it's the Lost King, who has now gone on to Wolf of Badenoch, who races in second. Then towards the near side rail is Thunder Wonder. Also trying to pick up now is Taroom. Down the wide outside of that group is Brave Vision. Another one picking up, and so too is Defence Minister. They've got a fellow and a half to go. Fear Not is also there with every chance, and so too is Arabian Story. Arabian Story and Fear Not are now the first two as they race inside the final half furlong. Fear Not just at the lead. Arabian Story kicking back. Also Labot is staying on. Over on the far side is Dividend. It's Arabian Story. Arabian Story head bob to Labot, who is involved with Fear Not, Dividend, and the near side group eventually had a stranglehold over the finish to the Britannia. He had never raced on turf before about a minute and a half ago, and now he's a winner, one of the big handicaps of the meeting. Arabian Story gave us Oisin Murphy a second win in the race. It was Labot who got second. Fear Not, I believe, is third. Dividend in fourth. Then in fifth came Supido, and they were followed home by Tribal Nation. And after Tribal Nation was Parole Doro. Who says you need experience in this game? He's done it on his debut on the turf. Arabian Story.
Another extraordinary winner at Royal Ascot for trainer Saeed bin Suroor. Oisin Murphy did the steering. He's got a great record in these races over the years. He's done it again, Francesca, and what was an absolutely thrilling finish.
It really was. There were just chances everywhere. I've got to say, I was watching Adele's selection, Labot, who was also on the right-hand side there. They were drawn right next to each other, 29 and 30. Jamie Spencer snagged back Labot, and I think just in running here, he's behind the eventual winner, Arabian Story, but he gets the run later than the winner. There he is. He's just getting checked again. Meanwhile, no such trouble in running for Oisin Murphy on Arabian Story, but it would have been a difficult watch for Labot backers.
A little bit of a difficult watch for me, Francesca. I backed him, and I didn't back him on each way either, but he wasn't beaten far in the end, is he? He's still a horse who I thought was well handicapped coming into this, but Arabian Story, he only made his debut in January, my word. Like, he's obviously just taken a bit of time to really kind of, you know, for him to really kind of switch on and kind of learn what it's all about. But he was back with a band back in the UK, and my word, what a way to win on your handicap debut.
Yeah, he was a lightly raced improver. Chelmsford managed to make all. It was a big field, but obviously dropping in a much bigger competitive field, and yeah, he held on by the skin of his teeth.
Your fancy Labot needed what, another 3 or 4 yards?
Another stride. Just another stride.
Others to fill the places. It looked like Fear Not was third, I think. Dividend fourth. Again, well, drawn 28-27 as well. So very much those drawn hard up against the stands rail.
Real World is the horse you were thinking
bolted
about.
Up.
Yes,
absolutely bolted up.
Real World in the Royal Hunt Cup. He went and bolted up. You're absolutely right. There we go. One for the team.
Vijay Kadam led up Arabian Story today, and it might be a saddlecloth. Do you get saddlecloth for 40 Royal Ascot winners? We're about to find out. Thumbs up. Big 4-0 for Saeed bin Suroor at the Royal meeting over such a long period of time. And well done tipping Tom on the opening show this morning. Trawlerman and Arabian Story tipped up on the opening show. Tom, well done, sir. winning at 15-2. Labot fast finishing second at 7th. Fear Not third at 12. Dividend 50-1. And there are so many big prices in these big fields. Supido was 5th at 100-1. I'll try and get you 6th and 7th if I can, with the bookmakers paying so many places. Another winner the week for Oisin Murphy. Person I feel a little bit sorry for is Charlie Appleby watching this. Godolphin winning these races, the Golstons, and this time for Saeed bin Suroor. Maybe his luck will change over the next couple of days. Longevity for Saeed. I mean, 40 Royal Ascot.
That's remarkable. 40 winners for the team. But do you know how many winners he's had this year, Ed? That is his 3rd winner total for the current campaign, from just a handful of runners.
Yeah, how many runners? That's
nothing. He's 17, 18, 19 runners, something like that.
He's had horses placed in classics. He's had 3rd in the Gold Cup. And now he's had a winner, which I'm sure Oisin enjoyed.
Yes, and Saeed is actually here to lead in the horse. Well done, Saeed, but I'm going to talk to Oisin. I'll leave you to Matt Chapman. That sounds like much more of a reward for you for winning the Britannia. Oisin, talk us through the race, because obviously it started to get tight in the closing stages.
Yeah, Saeed told me a couple of weeks ago that I should go to Chelmsford to ride him in a novice. He said he has a very nice horse, and after the race,
Well, I don't think he likes the mic. I'll tell you what, you hold the mic and you talk us through it.
after his novice win at Chelmsford, Saeed said, how good is he? And I said, I like him. And he said, let's go to the Britannia. So this plan was a long time coming, and the horse was perfect, and I'm delighted to win.
And tell us about what it's like to ride a winner for this guy here.
We've had many, and I'm over the moon, Richie.
Well done, Oisin, thank you.
We've had a couple of firsts today. I've never seen a photograph taken in the royal procession earlier. Did you see that?
Oh.
Marchioness of Salisbury got her phone out in carriage one and took a photo.
Why not?
It was so funny. It was so funny. I'm not sure where that sits in royal protocol. And we've now heard a jockey doing his own interview with the microphone.
Well, they're not
Oisin
meant,
Murphy's in
not
it.
every jockey you could do that with, but clearly the horses get a little bit stirred up, and Rishi did the right thing, just popping the microphone out, handing it to him. And Oisin's so good like that, isn't he? He's so good at chatting to us, and he's so good at reading a race. He knows his horse's pedigrees inside out. He can really read a race. And I did a preview with him for Royal Ascot, and it became a bit of a one-man show because he just span us through every horse and every race, and giving the chances, the horses that had less of a chance. And he's a real brain on that front.
Normally I'm a stickler, as you know, for wanting the groom to lead in a horse. I think VJ's over on the right there. I don't think he'll mind, because he's a customer, is Arabian Story. Plus the fact that Saeed bin Suroor is proud as punch, clearly, to be leading in his 40th Royal Ascot winner.
Massive for Saeed, isn't it? You know, to want to be there, be absolutely part of it, to lead that in. He's been a huge part of the Godolphin operation for so many seasons.
So many seasons, and like you just said, he's training many less horses than he used to. So we used to see his name all the time, didn't we, in the top level races, winning at the top Group 1s, etc. But he's clearly a dominant, well, a strong force still, but with a much reduced team.
How many winners did you say Saeed's had this season?
This is his third.
Is wrong, because he's just won the 5:05 at Chelmsford.
Okay.
By Beach.
Well done, Saeed.
He's had 4.
He's doubled his tally today.
He's doubled the tally on the season in the space of half an hour. And I bet you Matt will mention easy money, which is apparently what he always says. Wins on these occasions. He's proving a point, he can still do it. A lot of people want to say, well done, Saeed. So let's confirm the result of the Britannia. Still trying to get you 6th and 7th. This is quite a bunch finish. We're still working that out for you. I know lots of you at home will want to know with the extra paces played, but here was the first 4. Arabian Story at 50.